Bossy boots? Oh my god. This episode of SpongeBob SquarePants sucks. Here are the reasons why I hate this episode in my opinion. The episode starts when at the Krusty Krab, Mr. Krabs holds a meeting with his employees, informing them that his daughter Pearl is going to be working at the Krusty Krab during her summer vacation and that she has lots of new ideas to improve the restaurant. Squidward does not like the idea of being told what to do by a teenager, and he and SpongeBob agree to stand up to her to protect their jobs. Pearl soon arrives and SpongeBob's resolution quickly crumbles, adoring the flamboyant new uniform Pearl gives them. After exchanging many ideas, Pearl and SpongeBob agree to turn the Krusty Krab into the Cuddly Krab, and repurpose the restaurant into a hip cafe, all with Mr. Krabs' blessing. Squidward remains the only holdout and shakes the newly designed sign in frustration. Two passers-by are disappointed the Krusty Krab is seemingly gone and, thinking Squidward is a woman, ask him where a place to eat is. Enraged, Squidward quits on the spot and rips off his costume. The Cuddly Krab quickly becomes a hit with the teenage crowd. SpongeBob is told to make a salad, which he never heard of, so he makes a Krabby Patty and shows it to Pearl. Disgusted, she orders him to take off the buns and the patty, leaving only tomatoes and lettuce. Upon returning to the kitchen, SpongeBob is horrified to see that his grill is gone. Pearl explains to him that Krabby Patties are no longer hip, and that they now serve only tea and salad. SpongeBob is then given a humiliating mascot costume to wear out front, which it is very unfair, and decided to complain to Mr. Krabs about what Pearl has done. Despite putting on the brave face, Mr. Krabs agrees with SpongeBob's complaints and admits that Pearl's renovations are losing them money. Though Mr. Krabs knows that Pearl needs to go, he can't bring himself to fire his own daughter, so he makes SpongeBob be the one to fire her. SpongeBob calls Pearl into the kitchen, dreading what he has to do. Before he can even say anything, however, Pearl breaks down crying and reveals to SpongeBob that she's really been trying to get herself fired since the beginning and hates working at the restaurant, only taking the job and pretending to like it to please her dad and doesn't want to risk disappointing him by quitting. After hearing all this, SpongeBob comes up with a plan to stage Pearl being fired outside of her dad's office. As Mr. Krabs listens into the exchange, he debates with himself whether he should allow it to happen. The sight of his empty safe with a spider web finally prompts him to yell to SpongeBob to get on with it, but with the words, "Pearl, you're fired," the strain on Mr. Krabs' heart knocks him out cold. Pearl thanks SpongeBob for letting her go and kisses him on the cheek before dashing off to the mall with her friends. SpongeBob enters Mr. Krabs' office to report his success, only to find him passed out on the floor. After being revived with a $20 bill, Mr. Krabs laments what's been done to Pearl, but SpongeBob assures his boss that Pearl's fine, claiming that she's off to bigger and better things. While he's glad that the situation is resolved, Mr. Krabs wonders how he'll get his money back for all of Cuddly Krab's decorations, merchandise. SpongeBob buys all of them, costing him 1 year's salary, and puts them in his house for his enjoyment, while Gary is uncomfortable. And that's how the episode goes. I don't know who likes or hates this episode. So I'm gonna leave it be. Screw Bossy Boots. And screw Gone. SpongeBob's Big Birthday Blowout, which is my all-time favorite episode, is 12 million times better than Bossy Boots. End of rant.